Welcome back, everybody. Well, we're going to go into my quest for CNC software. I know, terrible at fishing, terrible at CNC, but I'll tell you what I found. All right, well, let's just talk about probably the easiest CNC software to have is Easel. Now, I bought this 3018, which is now a 3036, because I extended the y-axis by doubling it. The it's been challenging. Easel is super easy, but with super easy, you lose a lot of advanced functions. And it's those advanced functions that you want. Oh, hey there, Bello. Oh my goodness, Bello is so big. He's been rather rambunctious. You lose a lot of functions in Easel. Simple though. Simple. If you just want to start doing a job and you just want to relax and do simple stuff, you're good. But he really is a beautiful cat. And then I looked at other CNC softwares. Boy, things like V-Carve. Whoa! Does a lot of great stuff. Everybody loves that one, but so expensive. They give you a free trial, and when I learned it, I went to export the code to do the cut, and it wouldn't, because on the trial, you don't get to do that. And I was pretty upset spending an entire day on that software, and then I couldn't make what I wanted. So, bad feelings there. And you look at all these other software, they're very expensive. They want $25 a month, $30, $50, $50 a month is common. And it's just ridiculous. So, I'm going to put my display capture up so that'll show up behind me. And let's take you. Take my CNC away. Boom. There we go. And we'll go to my desktop. And we're going to go over to Carveco Maker. Now, those with experience, I'm in my trial period on this, want to try it. And, that's the nice thing about most of the software. They do have trial periods. There's a fully functional one. And it's $15 a month. Or you could pay for a perpetual license, but I'm not rich, man. So we're going to go over here to where it says new model. Show you how easy this is. So we're going to grab a piece of scrap wood, because I really do have to do stuff. So it's just a piece of scrap wood that I ruined. Piece of redwood. So we're going to go to new model. You could choose inches or millimeters. I prefer millimeters because it's more accurate. So it's asking for width and height. Grab a measuring device of your choosing. You're going to measure this. So I'm at 208 in width. And then I'm going to measure my height, which varies, but I'm going to go with the smallest, so 145. 145. Got cat hair all over me. Okay, and just hit enter, or OK. that is my piece of wood right there. So that's the easy part. Now, I will tell you some really cool things about this. You know, you can import full tool files from common tool companies. Things like, SaintSmart, which makes my a lot of my bits, and the CNC, and then of course IDC and stuff like that. And you can actually import all their tools into here, and so when you go to make a tool path, you just pick the bit. A tool is a bit. So let's look at this. Need to adjust my screen to where I can see the left side. Hey, there's my stuff. Let me look, make sure. Okay, I think, yeah, I'm still centered. Whoa! I got my coffee. It's very early here. It's 4 a.m. So let's say I want to make a. Let's just put my name up here. And you're just going to, choose the, what do you call it? A letter? Title generator. And you can just grab this and make it big. So, and now there is that's what we want to cut into it. That's what we want to cut. So over here to the right, just hit create. Now, let's say we want to put it on a frame. So I'm going to choose a circle. Actually, no. Cancel. I'm going to choose a rectangle. I'm going to make that rectangle, sort of grab it with the little arrow, and if I want to change it, go hit this button over here, transform, and I can bring it in, and bring it in. All right, that is the frame I want. Now, voila, you're kind of done with that. So now, on this piece of wood, it's going to put my name on it. But now we got to tell it how to cut it and with what bit we're going to be using. So we're going to grab this by just selecting it and go to tool paths over here. And see this T down here? Pretty much you use this T all the time. And we're going to choose, you have the choice between along, inside, or outside the lines. On this one, I'm going to choose along the lines. How deep do you want it to go? Now, typically, I just want to test it. So how about 3/4 of a millimeter? Remember, we're working with millimeters here. So 3/4 of a millimeter is fine. So profiling tool. Now this is cool. Hit this. Now I've imported a lot of tools into here. So this right here is my tool groupings. So I'm going to go all the way down here to Genmitsu. And I'm going to use... And the neat thing is I've got this big giant chart, big wall chart of all these bits and what they're good for. So we're going to use a tapered ball nose on this one, all right? It's 1 millimeter, 2 fluted, with a 4-degree half angle. So this right here tells you everything that you want to know about your bit. And when you can download these files by simply hitting import, download your file to your downloads, and then from the website, and just import it, and all of these bits go in here. this is something that most of these programs don't do. This is really cool. A few of them do, but these are really cool. And then hit select. Voila. Now, it'll ask, these other questions here. Add lead in and out moves, add ramping moves. Now, typically with a ramping move, what this will do, it will go ahead and give you the bit a little bit longer life. Instead of just going straight down, it'll ease down into the wood. So, this works really, really well. So you can go spiral, smooth, and let's look at smooth. And you can just leave it to all the defaults if you want. Now it's going to want to know how thick our material is. So we're going to measure the thickness. Yeah, it's 22 millimeters. So we sort of look at this, boom, 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 we're at 3/4 millimeter. It's tiny. I mean, we can go 1 millimeter. 1 whole millimeter. Boom, 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 boom. Now, this is actually important, your tool path name. So, very important. So, just name it. I'll just put name. Hit calculate. Now, it's going to give you the tool path. We start here at the corner, which I have as a default. You can start anywhere you want. And it comes up, and it does this. And voila. And it will be done. Now, you could simulate this. So go here, simulation control bar, and just hit play. Woo, look at that. Now, if that bit doesn't work, it'll tell you. Really cool, huh? Look at that. That's how it's going to look. So we hit apply and we're good to go. And that is that. Now we have to export this. So we're going to export this, save toolpaths. And we're going to circle test now. We're just going to put name, file name, and it's in my Carveco file. So we're going to hit save, and there it is. Carveco makes several different softwares, and I'm still learning it, but I kind of like importing all my tools into it, and it's got a lot of really good stuff going on in this thing. So I mean, the fact that I could choose lots of different tool paths, it's not as intuitive as VCarve. True. But let's say I want to make a cribbage board. So here's a circle here, and I want to put holes on that. This is really simple. So I can make a little circle here. It does it in radius or diameter. So this radius, just take my circle, divide it in half, and there. That's my hole for my peg. Now I can take this, boom, and select this by hitting shift and hold, and then choose my distance between holes and hit paste. And look at that. Ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. It's pretty cool, isn't it? And it eliminate every sixth one, and boom, you've got one track. And I can make any shape I want and do that. Now, I bought the machine to make cribbage boards. And that's pretty neat. So, Carveco, I mean, I'm still learning it. There's a lot of stuff. I haven't done a relief carving yet, and that's definitely in the works. But you could see this one right here. This one right here is a board that I'm going to put on this marble wood. I'm still sanding and prepping the board, and I have a bit coming for this. But this right here is, that is going to go on here. It's a lot of work. I mean, this is the hardest wood I've ever seen. It's heavy. I thought it was called marble because of the design of the grain. It's hard as marble. It's a tough board. But I designed this. Oh, look. Look at that. I missed that. I must have deleted that on accident. No big deal. So, all this is pretty cool. And I've got different tool paths for this entire thing, so. Yeah, I missed this track. All right, that is the software. I've got so much more to learn, guys. So much more to learn. Oh, it's actually kind of intimidating. But this right here, this is the marble board, and it is amazingly thick, but I got a lot more sanding and prepping on this. Still got a few lines here and then lots in the back. We're gonna get some 40 grit paper because really try to cut this down. 80 grit is not cutting it, and yeah, this stuff's heavy. Whoever buys this board, and this, I think, you know, I might just make this as a wedding present to my sister. I might. She's getting married. One of my older sisters. But yeah, I mean, this is an absolutely stunner of a board. Wow. It's kind of intimidating. But I'm one of those guys that just jumps into stuff. So we just do it and take bad pieces of wood, throw it in there, and if I mess up the wood or break a bit, which I've already broke a couple bits, you do that. This is softwood though, redwood softwood. It is not a hardwood. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed at least, you know, Carveco Maker software, and see what you think about it. Tell me what you think about it, or tell me your favorite software. Okay? Still learning, but something affordable. There are a couple free softwares, but again, like Easel, free is simple, and free doesn't do a lot of these things that we want it to do. Yeah, you just want more when you're designing. Take care, everybody.